Ever wonder how a kid tinkering with computers in his garage became one of the richest people in history? That's the incredible story of Bill Gates, a name synonymous with software, innovation, and a revolution that put a computer on every desk. But his journey wasn't a straight line to success. It's a tale of passion, risk, and a vision so powerful it changed the world. From a teenage programming prodigy to the co-founder of Microsoft, his story is more than just about making billions. It's about seeing the future and building it. So how did he do it? Let's dive in and uncover the key moments that made Bill Gates a legend. Born in Seattle, Washington in 1955, William Henry Gates III showed signs of brilliance from an early age. He was a voracious reader, devouring encyclopedias for fun. But his true calling was revealed when his school, Lakeside Prep, got a teletype computer terminal. While other kids were playing sports, a young Bill Gates and his friend Paul Allen were completely captivated. They spent every free moment they had learning to code, finding bugs in the system, and dreaming of the possibilities this new technology held. They weren't just playing around. They were teaching themselves the language of the future. This passion was so intense that they even got banned from the school computer for exploiting bugs to get more computer time. But instead of getting discouraged, they offered to help the company fix the bugs in exchange for, you guessed it, more computer time. This early hustle showed the entrepreneurial spirit that would later define his career. The turning point came in 1975. Bill was a student at Harvard, but his mind was elsewhere. He and Paul Allen saw a magazine cover featuring the Altair 8800, one of the world's first microcomputers. They realized this was their moment. These new personal computers needed software to run, and the duo believed they were the ones to provide it. In a move that's now legendary, they called the company behind the Altair, MITS, and claimed they had a basic interpreter program ready for the new machine. The truth? They hadn't written a single line of code yet. It was a massive bluff. They spent the next 8 weeks frantically programming on Harvard's computers day and night. When Paul Allen flew to New Mexico to demonstrate their software, he wasn't even sure if it would work on the actual Altair hardware. Miraculously, it loaded perfectly on the first try. MITS was amazed and immediately agreed to a deal. Seeing this incredible opportunity, Bill Gates made one of the boldest decisions of his life. He dropped out of Harvard to start a company with Paul Allen. They called it Microsoft, a blend of microcomputer and software. With their first deal secured, Microsoft was officially born. The early days were tough. They moved to Albuquerque to be close to MIT, working out of a small office. The team was small, driven by a shared vision and a relentless work ethic. Bill Gates was not just the co-founder. He was the lead programmer, the chief strategist, and the most demanding boss. He was famous for his attention to detail, memorizing lines of code written by his employees and challenging them on the spot if he found an error. He believed in the power of software and was determined to make Microsoft the standard for every computer. Their big break came when they moved the company back to their home state of Washington. They were developing software for various early computer systems, but the real game changer was just around the corner. In 1980, the giant of the tech world, IBM, came calling. They were secretly building their own personal computer and needed an operating system for it. In a moment of incredible business savvy, Gates directed them to another company for an operating system. But when that deal fell through, he seized the opportunity. Microsoft didn't have an operating system of its own, but Bill knew where to get one. He purchased a system called QDOS, the quick and dirty operating system, from a small Seattle company for about $50,000. He and his team then adapted it for IBM's new machine and renamed it MS-DOS. Here's the most brilliant part of the deal. Instead of selling the software to IBM outright, Gates convinced them to let Microsoft retain the rights to license MS-DOS to other computer manufacturers. IBM, thinking personal computers were a small market, agreed. This decision was the single most important factor in Microsoft's rise. As other companies cloned the IBM PC, they all needed an operating system, and Microsoft was ready to sell it to every single one of them. MS-DOS became the industry standard, and with every computer sold, Microsoft's fortune grew exponentially. With the foundation of MS-DOS firmly in place, Bill Gates set his sights on the next big thing, making computers user-friendly for everyone. Inspired by the graphical interfaces he saw at Xerox's research center and on Apple's early computers, he knew that the future wasn't in typing text commands. It was in clicking on icons with a mouse. This led to the creation of Microsoft Windows. The first version, released in 1985, wasn't a huge success, but Gates was persistent. He poured massive resources into its development, believing it was the key to dominating the desktop. The breakthrough came with Windows 3.0 in 1990, followed by the global phenomenon of Windows 95. The launch of Windows 95 was an unprecedented cultural event, with midnight store openings and people lining up around the block. It made computing accessible and exciting for the average person. By bundling Windows with most new PCs, Microsoft created a near monopoly in the operating system market, cementing its position as a global tech titan and making Bill Gates the richest man in the world. Being at the helm of a company as powerful as Microsoft wasn't always smooth sailing. The company's aggressive business tactics led to intense competition and numerous legal battles, most notably a major antitrust lawsuit filed by the U.S. government in the late 1990s. Critics accused Microsoft of using its monopoly power to crush competitors, particularly in the web browser market with its Internet Explorer. Through it all, Gates remained a fierce and often polarizing figure, a genius visionary to his supporters, and a ruthless monopolist to his detractors. He navigated these challenges with the same intensity and strategic thinking that he applied to writing code. His focus never wavered from his core mission, to grow Microsoft and keep it at the forefront of technology. In the year 2000, at the peak of his company's power, Bill Gates made another life-altering decision. He stepped down as CEO of Microsoft to focus on a new chapter, philanthropy. He had already started the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation with his then-wife, and now he wanted to dedicate his time, intellect, and immense fortune to tackling some of the world's biggest problems. He transitioned from being a software titan to a full-time philanthropist. Applying the same data-driven, analytical approach he used at Microsoft, he set ambitious goals to eradicate diseases like polio and malaria, improve global health, and enhance education. He wasn't just writing checks. He was deeply involved, traveling the world, meeting with scientists and world leaders, and directing the foundation's strategy. This second act proved to be just as impactful as his first. The Gates Foundation has since become one of the largest and most influential private foundations in the world, saving millions of lives and inspiring a new generation of philanthropists. From a teenage programmer to a software revolutionary, and finally to a global philanthropist, the story of Bill Gates is a testament to the power of a clear vision, relentless determination, and the courage to take massive risks. He didn't just build a company. He helped build the modern world we live in. His journey from a garage to global domination shows that with enough passion and a brilliant idea, you can truly change everything. While his legacy is complex, there's no denying the monumental impact he's had on technology, and more recently, on global health. His story continues to inspire innovators and entrepreneurs everywhere to dream big and work hard to turn those dreams into reality.